You see this bird? He doesn't seem to care how cold it is. He seems not to have a care in the world. As human beings, we have a choice. We either choose to care about others or we don't. It's that simple, really. Today it is very cold outside, and I am not at ease with feeling cold. I find that being very cold, is very uncomfortable. Of course, 100-degree weather is hot, but not to the point of me not being functional. Cold, on the other hand, is crippling. I mention all that because it is cold outside, very cold. Today, then, I spent my time reading and feeling for others. Empathy. Sympathy is easy. Just say a few nice words and you're then relieved of any responsibility. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, you poor thing. If there's anything that I can do, which, of course, is almost always very empty words. My condolences to the family. Once the words leave your lips, your responsibility is done. Empathy, on the other hand, is a different matter. You actually feel the other person's pain, their dilemma, and because you do, you're prone to act, not just offer meaningless words. I once read about the children in a foreign country that was eating mud pies made out of dirt, just to survive. The famine was that bad. It bothered me for days. I empathized with those children and I wanted to do something. That's the thing about empathy. It propels you to act, to do something. I thought about supporting a charity, but many charities are shams. They are self-supporting. A very good way and a very easy way to make lots of money based on the sympathy of others. Those kinds of charities do nothing. I did my research and I did find a charity that was actually feeding these kids, and that's where my contributions went. 90% of what they collected went to the feeding of the kids, rather than the 4% required by law. Of course, when they give 4%, the rest goes back into someone's pocket. Then there was Afghanistan. I read somewhere that we spent 20 years, that's 20 years in Afghanistan, and so many munition companies got so very rich, and yet we did nothing for the people of Afghanistan. When we left Afghanistan, the people starved. Starvation was the order of the day. Of course, as Americans, we had three choices as to how we viewed our involvement there: sympathy, apathy, or empathy. Again, because I believe myself to be my brother's keeper, I care. But what could I do about that situation? After all, I'm just a very simple person with very little means. What indeed? What I could do, of course, was to tell you how I feel. I could share my views. I could vent my disgust. And I did all three, hoping that somewhere reading what I said would be in a position to do something. That's the way things work. Education, the conveyance of knowledge, coupled with empathy, produces results. Education, that is the conveyance of knowledge, coupled with empathy, will almost always produce results. Now, mind you, I could be wrong, very wrong. After all, I don't know everything that I should, and I refuse to pretend that I do. But even if I am wrong, a person in thinking for himself and with the right motivation will find the truth, and in so doing will be kind enough to correct me, and together we learn based on facts. I may not be able to do something, but my words could just inspire you to do something. See what I mean? So this bird may not seem to have a care in the world, but we as human beings should care. We should care, and we should be about her brother's keeper, regardless of race, creed, or nationality. As for Afghanistan, I am really disgusted with the attitude that since they are Muslims, they don't share our Christian values, so why should we care about them? So my question is, what are our Christian values? What are they?